Good evening, America. I am Eric Little. It is the 15th day of September 2020. It's the 12th anniversary of the Lehman Brothers crash, which led to the 2008 Wall Street debacle. There are 49 days, 7 weeks exactly, till the end of the general election. There are 22 days until the vice presidential debate. It is National Homeschool Day. I know a lot of you parents out there struggling with this. Just hang in there, help is on the way. I'm near my home in Southern California this evening, and this is the plain truth. In 2002, there was a movie called Dirty Pretty Things, starring the main guy from 12 Years a Slave. I can't think of his name right now. But this movie was based in London. And in this movie, I won't go into all the details, but it was about a guy who was buying body parts in exchange for green cards. In other words, you want a green card? You give me a kidney. You know, something like that. Atrocious, right? And that's one guy. The reason I bring that up is because today's horror story about the Trump administration is that we are finding out now they're doing forced hysterectomies at the border in these camps. You're talking about reason number 958 why not to vote for 4 more years of these guys. Forced hysterectomies. Why is that not the lead story on every channel? Oh, I forgot, because it's happening to brown women. If this was happening to white women, you wouldn't be able to turn on the TV without seeing this story. Trump fans, how many more stories? How much more horror can this guy inflict on this country before you're out? Look, I loved when Barack Obama was president. If he killed 150,000 people, I'm out. I understand we're a tribal country. You feel the need to vote Republican. Okay, here's what I want you to do. You can tell all your friends you voted for Donald Trump. Go into the booth, vote for Joe Biden, just this one time, to get this dangerous guy and his liar and his enabler out of office. Just this once. Then go back to voting for normal Republicans after this. If you wanted to vote for Marco Rubio, if you wanted to vote for John Kasich in the 2024 election, I wouldn't agree with you, but at least it's not the end of the world. This guy yesterday made this fake appearance out here in California to survey the damage for wildfires. He's sitting around with scientists, forest people who do this for a living. And they told him, this is definitely climate change. He said, oh, it'll get cooler. Don't worry about it. He said, I wish the guy that was in charge said, I wish the science agreed with you. He said, I don't think science knows. I don't think science knows. First of all, science is not a person. Science are facts just based on the way the world works. Water freezes at 32. It's not a debate. It's what it is. You don't negotiate with science. Water just freezes at 32. I don't know why. It just does. This guy just denies science. And now he has some crazy guy, I can't think of his name right now, he's in charge of the information coming out of the CDC. And he admitted yesterday he's having mental health problems. He's seeing shadows on the wall in his room at night. You can't possibly want 4 more years of this. I understand some of you people, the hardcore Trump fans that go to his rallies and risk their lives, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to reasonable Republicans who wanted to vote Republican because that's what they do in the 2016 election, but deep in your heart, you know you made a mistake. You don't have to admit it to your friends. The voting booth is private. Or if you're voting by mail, nobody has to know. Just write Joe Biden in. Just circle Joe Biden. Let's get this guy out of here, and then we can go back to our normal lives. And that is the plain truth, as I see it. And I am Eric Little. Good night.